Back. All right, Jamar, see you. Just waiting for things to load up on this end. Looks like everything is good to go. Just waiting for the audience to build up a little bit. So for those who are just tuning in, this live stream is all about searching for a mother's love. We're going to be talking about episode 2 of season 5. I swear, I don't look, somebody might correct me and say season 6, but I don't care. Season 5 of the haves and the have-nots. So can everybody see the screen and hear me okay? I see 5 people. And while we're waiting on the audience to build up, Terry, you missed it again. What did you miss? Did you miss the episode or did you miss my earlier live stream? Jacobe, I see your comment, but I can't read it out loud due to the whole monetization thing, but I agree. Jamar, I agree. Okay, Terry, there we go. Oh, gee. Hey, Terry, if you haven't watched the episode, hey, guys, if you haven't watched the episode yet, hey, watch out for spoilers. Hey, Elizabeth, what do you think Veronica would do to Justin? Hey, let me put it this way. I was stuck at home since Tuesday. I have actually recorded 7 videos already about this episode. I've talked about episode review, Anna, Candace, Justin. I even did a video about Will Jeffrey snap on Justin. So yeah, I've done videos on that. I will admit, okay, here's an interesting question. I do see a couple of ratings in the comment section below. Honestly, I gave last week's episode a 7 out of 10 because I feel like the premiere episode, number 1, was only 38 minutes long. It didn't give us a lot in terms of the accident. I gave this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I feel like that's a fair score. 8.5. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Terry. Yeah, I'm hooked on spoilers. Okay, fine. Thanks for joining. Okay, first question, Percy. Why did Veronica need Benny to go to the hospital? It's as she said, I don't have anybody else, which is obviously true, but Veronica, whose fault is that you don't have anybody else to go with you? If Wyatt tells his parents about that priest in the park, Catherine Cryer is going to go crazy. Gail, I have to catch up. Hey, let's just take a brief pause here. Now, I was talking to my mom about this, and I actually seen this on a few comments on some of my other videos. Now, what I'm saying here, I don't mean this to be a criticism, but I will admit, and I don't mean to sound egotistical when I say this, this could be because I've been doing theories for so long, not to mention a lot of you out there who have very sharp eyes. You probably know this as well. Now, in the comments, let me know. Be honest here. Let's be honest. I feel like in some aspects, the haves and the have-nots has gotten to a point where you can miss 1 or 2 episodes and not really miss anything at all. Hey, Sheila, how's it going? I feel like in some respects, you can miss an episode, but still know what's going on. Because sometimes we get the same dialogue from the same characters, but in different locations. And that's it. In my case, I feel like in some cases, I have predicted what's going to happen in an episode based off an episode preview, or let's say, well, this line was dropped in this episode, and then 5 episodes later it came to fruition. Daryl, I agree. Now, I'm not an expert at this, but Quita going to the ATM machine and getting arrested, how does that make sense? Because if I'm not mistaken, Oscar was in his hotel room on his computer watching everything go down because he has eyes and ears everywhere. So it makes sense that he would be able to pick up whenever Wyatt's bank card was being used. And then when he saw Quita on the camera, he told the police, thank you for making my job easier. To me, it looked like Oscar was just watching the situation unfold. He wasn't the one to get the police to show up. So did Quita get arrested because Wyatt's bank card had a sensor on it or something like that? I do believe she was like punching and kicking the ATM machine. If she was doing that, then I can probably see why she was getting arrested. I don't know. Maybe there's some law against harassing a machine. Maybe there was a Me Too movement for ATMs I didn't know about. I don't know. Yeah, Terry, you can miss an episode and still keep going. And that's a darn shame, because I remember when this show, you had to watch it like a hawk. You had to pay attention to every sentence that everybody was saying. You had to pay attention to every little thing. Hey guys, I'm going to refresh the page real quick. It's still saying it's buffering here, but considering the questions that are coming in the chat, it looks like you can all hear me well. So let me just refresh the page here. Jacoby, I could hardly read the letter. I did a video on that too. I am so thankful for fans, because whenever I tweet something out, you all will respond and say, like, some of y'all even sent me screenshots, so I appreciate it. Now, I'm just going off of memory here, but Jacoby, and to everybody out there, I believe that Little Quincy's letter said, "Dear God, please get my grandma to stop yelling at my mom, and let my mom come home to take care of me and love me because I love her so much." I think it says something along those lines. I feel like that letter was the reason for the episode title being called "Searching for a Mother's Love," because that was pretty much the only thing regarding a mother. Jamar, I've actually considered doing a video and like sending that to Tyler Perry about how the haves and the have-nots, and if loving you is wrong, should do a crossover. I'm not going to lie, the haves and the have-nots has declined in quality, and if loving you is wrong, the acting is a bit flat and some of the scenes make no sense. So at this point, I feel like these two shows definitely should use a crossover. Oh, Timothy, man, the show was okay last week. I wish the whole car scene was different. Didn't like the fact Mitch and Benny. Thank you. See, I'm starting off this video reading the chats, and then I was going to give my thoughts. One of my biggest pet peeves about the episode was that it was just too fast. What I mean by that is last week's episode was moving way too slow. This episode was moving way too fast. The reason I say it moved fast, like I remember one scene, Jim pretty much moved people out of the way to get to the front desk of the hotel with David's credit card. And then next thing you know, he has a key. And then in the very next scene, he's in his bed watching the news like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. That was way too fast. But I was so mad that Benny and Mitch showed up within the first 30 seconds. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? That was just, oh my gosh. Yeah, Terry, seems like Tyler's getting relaxed with the haves and the have-not storyline. He's going to start losing folks' attention. I agree. I'm not going to lie. The ratings are still steady, but in terms of viewer feedback, it hasn't been good. I'm not going to lie. It hasn't been good. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but it hasn't been good. I'm not going to lie. And you all know that even though I'm a big fan of the show and I do YouTube full-time, I don't sugarcoat it whenever there's something that I feel needs to be written better, or if there was something I really didn't like. So I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like the quality has been going down. And when my mom told me after episode 1 that she wasn't going to watch a show every Tuesday night, that was a blow to me. I was like, oh, I mean, my mom, she was the one that got me into the show. And one of these days I'm going to get her on a live stream, I promise. But season 5 was a hot mess. Okay, Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, you said, do you like new show? Elizabeth, when you ask me, do you like the new show? Are you talking about the new episode, or are you talking about something else? Justin is a bit off the chain for me. Might be taking out Mitch and Minnie. Yeah, okay. Another pet peeve. Are we going to have to sit through every episode Justin going Harrington, face forward, arms behind your back, and then leads him back to the room to do stuff to him? That is something I do not want to see anymore. I am sick of it. I'm done. I don't want any more of that. What was Candace going to call and ask Veronica? I'm guessing it has to do with the whole Jeffrey being arrested thing. Yeah, this season is boring so far. I usually like to give it about 3 to 5 episodes before I judge how the season is, but I will admit that so far I'm not impressed. Oh, Elizabeth, the show. I rate the episode at 8.5 out of 10. I feel like this episode was much better than last week, but it was moving way too fast. Yeah, I agree. It's getting really old really quick, the Justin and Jeffrey thing. And based off the preview, he's going to be threatening Wyatt for calling Jeffrey and visiting him at the police station. So, yeah. Hey guys, I'm not off. I'm just reading some of the chats here. Oh yes. See, there. Okay, let me break it down here. I did a Charles and Landon video already. I've already done it. Why is Charles and Landon so close now? Remember a few episodes ago, when I say a few episodes, I'm literally meaning a couple of days ago in terms of the timeline. Remember that Landon was going behind Charles's back to sabotage Candace. And now it's like, oh, I respect you. I like you a lot. You're an honest politician and whatnot. You really care about people. Hey, Tara, I didn't miss your question. Hey, I'm not a secret writer. Guys, I do not work for Tyler Perry. I do not work for Tyler Perry Studios. I'm just a fan. I would love for him to get me on board or something. So I would love that. Daquan, I did a video. Called "Are the Episode Previews Misleading?" There were so many scenes that were not in this episode. People have been telling me, oh, that's because last week in the episode preview, it was kind of an overview of the entire season. I think that's bull, because the episode preview we got for next week's episode had a lot of scenes that are definitely not in next week's episode. The biggest thing is having Veronica at David's house. That is not happening next week. There is no way, no how. And I can count off scenes that were not in this episode. Number one, Candace being in jail with Quita and those two getting in a fight. Candace in her hotel room counting money. Jeffrey and Wyatt together in the cell. The interrogation room. Jim walking in on Justin and Wyatt fighting. None of that was in the episode. Neither was the handyman asking Hannah out on a date. No. Yeah. My thing about Landon and Charles, remember how Landon tried to get Jeffrey drunk and have sex with him? Do you think he's going to try to do the same thing with Charles? I mean, he was the one to invite him out for a drink, so we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm going to get to Broderick. That was probably one of the more interesting things about the show. I did find it funny, but I did like it that we got a lot more Oscar in this episode than we did last week, because last week we only had him on his computer watching the whole Quita thing go down. This week we had him talking with Jim, getting contact with Sally at the news station because Jim has a plan for her. And then we also have the fact that Oscar has multiple plans in store for Wyatt, and getting him down to the police station was definitely one of them. And that's probably how he's going to see Jeffrey down there, and that's how he's going to get into that fight with Justin sooner or later. Then we have him. I did like, and this was one of the high points of the episodes, I did like the scene between Oscar and Candace at the bar, because Oscar was laying down some truth bombs about Candace. Why don't you just, do you know how much a first lady makes, especially even after the run in office? You know, endorsement deals, speaking engagement, book deals you can write. And Candace doesn't even want that. And then the fact that he paid for a room for a month. Not to mention, he's like, hey, Charles still asking about you. And the fact that he has eyes and ears everywhere, I like that. But what I didn't like was the fact that he was literally dropping bombs about Quincy Maxwell's murder at a freaking bar. I don't like that. I don't know if Landon's going to blackmail Charles, but that would be interesting. Yeah, Jamar, without Anna, and again, I did a video on this. Without Anna, I'm afraid that Wyatt will relapse. And if he does, I'll be so pissed because I'm so tired of the same thing. Even the fact that he kicked out his new rehab counselor, that was stupid. Because I feel like it's the same thing over and over again. Yeah, Charles is straight. So, yeah. Well, Charles is straight, but Jeffrey still loves Wyatt. I mean, Wyatt's straight, so hey. I don't. Okay. I was thinking the same thing. I guess I missed something. How did Oscar know to be watching that ATM? the fact that Oscar has eyes and ears everywhere. Remember, with one phone call, he was able to cancel all the phone calls to Benny's Towing. So it wouldn't surprise me if he has cameras in all the ATMs. My guess, and this is just a guess here, my guess, maybe he has it set up so when Wyatt's bank card is used, he automatically gets a camera feed of it. That's my question. I mean, that's my guess. I don't know when Benny's going to find out about War. I don't know if anybody is going to find out about Warlock's death. We'll have to see. Hey, Jacoby. Yeah, guys, I'm not missing any questions on purpose. It's just the fact that these are coming in so fast. I'm trying to keep up. Yeah, Jamar, I do think Celine is coming back to see. Nothing is confirmed, but I do feel like she is coming back. Yeah, I need to do a video on that. Melissa, there is no showing of a pregnancy. I like literally nothing. It's funny because Candace and Erica are both pregnant. Well, Candace was pregnant in real life, already has a baby. I believe Erica is pregnant by Mitch in real life, and she's definitely showing, but she still looks beautiful, y'all. In my opinion, she still looks beautiful. Yeah. Oscar. Yeah, Oscar is something else. I don't know. Oh, I did find it interesting where Candace and Oscar were trading information. That just shows me that if Candace put that darn pride aside, she could definitely be making some money. And I'm still, you know what? I hate Candace because she's still mad at Oscar for getting her money, but that was never her money to begin with. The same way that she's blaming Hannah for the death of Quincy Jr. Bisexual. I don't know. For all we know, Charles. Hey, remember that Candace told Jeffrey that she had sex with a girl before. So who knows? Maybe Charles. I don't know. I don't know. Because Melissa only has 2 weeks on the show. It's been more than 2 weeks. Her and Jeffrey had sex in season 2. It's been more than 2 weeks. Charles setting up Landon. I could see that too. He could probably be still sore about the whole, trying to set Candace up for a fail. Hey guys, let me scroll up. I know I've missed some chats here. I know I definitely missed some chats. Oh, but before I do, in terms of Broderick, again, I did make a video on that. I think Rocky is his associate at the hotel. I do find it interesting that they are running a prostitution ring. My question is, are any of the prostitutes somebody that was in Candace's organization, Warlock's organization, Erica's string of women? Are some of those prostitutes Jim, or has he called upon some of them? That's my question. If they have, I do applaud Tyler Perry for kind of stringing that into the storyline. But my question is, will Catherine catch Broderick before she gets the money? And I did a video on this about David and Catherine. I haven't posted it yet, though. Hear me out on this. I feel like David and Catherine are both in dangerous situations because, number one, they're dealing with younger love interest who don't have their best interests at heart. Erica swindling David for his money. Broderick plans on doing the same thing to Catherine. David and Catherine, in my opinion, especially back in the earlier seasons, were the two characters you did not want to see their bad side. Because unlike their spouses, Veronica and Jim, those two aren't driven by their emotions. But if you piss them off, you're definitely going to be in trouble. Look at everything Veronica put David through and how quickly he is to trust Erica. Look at everything that Jim has put Catherine through and how quickly she's willing to jump on Broderick. So it would not surprise me that these smart characters will drop their guard as well as their intellect and get swindled by Broderick and Erica. I could definitely see that happening. All right, so those are my thoughts on Broderick. Let me read through these chats here. Terry, yeah, Mitch and Erica have been dating for a while. I do believe she is pregnant by Mitch. I do believe that. Oh yeah, somebody said earlier that text message. Yeah, I believe that at some point Erica is going to turn on Candace and actually get into a relationship with David. That's just a prediction of mine, because there's no way that Erica can satisfy Candace, because I feel like Candace is to Erica what Warlock was to Candace in a previous season. Somebody that was betrayed and now she's on a warpath. Melissa going to lose that baby, then Veronica. Yeah, I feel like Melissa's definitely going to lose the baby at some point, because I feel like that's, yeah. Did anybody think it was interesting that Melissa and Benny met each other for the first time and had a scene together? I mean, I found that I just love it when characters who haven't interacted yet have actually talked. I do like that. I don't think Benny's going to get in trouble with his mom about walking in the hospital with Veronica, but I feel like Hannah's just going to give him a talking to. There's actually a scene on the Have and Have Not Facebook where Hannah's talking to Benny, because they actually released a clip from the next episode. Yeah, Erica's going to run through David, but I feel like at some point she might actually have a changed heart. I'm just predicting. Do you think Melissa will survive this season? Yeah. We need to see Quincy's mother. I agree. I believe the coroner at the morgue thought that Hannah was Mrs. Maxwell. Yeah, Oscar. Just look through the chats here. I'm sick of Melissa. I'm not sick of Melissa, but if she died, I would not be torn up about it, because as a character, I feel like her run on the show has come to an end. Any more thoughts on who the woman is with Benny in the trailers? Again, that was supposed to be in this episode based off that episode preview, but it wasn't. Part of me thought it was Melissa based off the skin tone and the fact that she has longer hair. But at this point, it wouldn't surprise me if it's Veronica, because Benny saved her life. Hannah is going to give him a talking to about not seeing Veronica, so I can definitely see Veronica being let out of the hospital and then calling Benny over to her house as a thank you. I can see that. Yeah, I agree. Erica is falling in love with David because she finally has a man to treat her like a lady instead of what she really is. I definitely agree. Will you review Power Season 5? I haven't even seen. My mom keeps telling me to watch Empire and Power, but I haven't yet. Yeah, Terry, I agree. I love it when these characters mix and mingle. Cool Kid is Veronica. It probably is. I don't know at this point. These episode previews are. Here's what ticks me off. I feel like Tyler Perry in these episode previews throws together a bunch of scenes that look great. Like, oh my God, I gotta watch it next week. But then when you watch the episode, none of it's in there. So personally, I felt cheated out of the first 2 episodes of the show. So that's why I feel like the audience have been giving the shows a lot of backlash lately. It's making me so mad because she's still living. I think she was coming to pass away. I think the crazy girl is trying to get. Yeah. Daryl, you just skip over me again. Hey, Daryl, I'm not skipping over you. It's just that there are a lot of chats coming in, so yeah. Do you think Erica and Candace had sex before? Oh my God. No. No. Sandra, I felt cheated too. Yeah. I have not checked the ratings for this episode. I definitely need to go back and do that. I need to see if it did well compared to the last episode. Because as I did the video before, the car wreck was just, when you add up the time between the actual wreck when Justin was running them off the road to the premiere episode where we saw Melissa climb out of the car, and this episode where Veronica was saved, I don't even think it was 5 minutes put together. I felt like this was resolved way too quickly. Yeah, I'm surprised Melissa survived the wreck. I definitely thought she was going to die. And then Veronica would survive freaking out trying to save the baby. Yeah, thank you, Terry. The preview is just, it pisses me off because I really think Tyler Perry is pissing off a lot of people by giving us these episode previews and then the episode not having those scenes because they're condensed from upcoming episodes. Erica did seduce Candace last season. Can you tell me when that happened? I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't remember. I mean, Erica could definitely seduce me. I'm not lying. I just have a thing for caramel women, so. But, you know, white chocolate's my favorite. Just throwing it out there. Oh, Daryl. Let's see. Hey, Daryl. It seems, yeah, if you use certain language, then these chats are automatically blocked because YouTube is really touchy about certain language. So, if it looks like I skipped over your question, it's because it's already blocked. So, if there's any foul language, it's automatically not going to show. So, just throwing that out there for everybody. Do you think all is going to kill again? But Elizabeth, could you retype that question? It looks like the name didn't come up right. Are you talking about Catherine? I think that Jim is having an affair with a prostitute. Now that hotel. Yeah, Sandra, I agree. Hey, remember the preview? Catherine was supposed to walk into Jim's hotel room with a woman on him. That didn't happen. Again, another scene that was not there. Did Veronica know that was Justin in the truck? To me, I don't think that Veronica knew that was Justin, but other people say it is. I mean, I do believe she saw his face in the mirror, so maybe she didn't know. Yes, cool kid. Candace did slap that woman in a scene, but again, it was not in the episode. Yeah, I feel like Jim is probably going to be sleeping with one of those prostitutes that's in Broderick's ring. Not me. I don't use foul language. Daryl, let me see. Yeah, you said the B word, so it automatically, I think I got the notification, but then it just disappeared as soon as it popped up. So okay. Candace was going to leave Erica's room and she said, "You're really stressed out. Do you want me to fix that for you?" Yep, you're right. I do remember that. Thank you. I forgot about that. I don't know. Maybe it's weird. I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know. Maybe women do that kind of stuff to each other. And wait, that didn't come out right. Never mind. Forget I said that. That was stupid. Kira Coleman, I'm not going to read your comment out loud, but okay, Daquan. I feel like, and I did a video on this as well. I feel like the bigger question is, what is Veronica going to do? Because she is alive. She's going to be trying to put Melissa in the institution. I feel like Melissa is definitely the new Amanda on the show, carrying a baby, going to be put in an institution. So we'll have to see what happens there. So the question is, I'm going to be honest here. I don't think Justin is going to live this season. I feel like he's going to be killed off. But the question is who? Will it be Veronica? Will it be Wyatt? I feel like Jeffrey killing Justin will make the most sense because remember that if Justin is pushed into a corner, he's going to fight back. He stabbed Veronica. He hit Quincy upside the head with the wine bottle. He even knocked out Wyatt one time in season 1. So, yeah. Kira, again, not reading that comment out loud, but what, you know, hey. Erica finally got that credit. Yeah, I did a video on that. That was really stupid. It's definitely going to bite him in the butt. Wait a minute. Didn't David give Erica his credit card and she said she only spent $400? But then Jim came to the hotel with a credit card. So did he give Jim another credit card? I forgot. Because I think Broderick was like, well, I can't get you a room with that credit card because it's not yours. But okay, I'll get you a room under David Harrington. So yeah. Yeah, I know, cool kid. I want to see how Pearl's going to react. And remember, he hasn't been home and talked to his wife yet. Daryl, I think Jim said he would burn down the hotel. I don't know if he said the B word. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't remember him saying that. Yeah, if Justin getting killed off means we don't get any more of those cringy scenes between him and Jeffrey, then I'm all for it. I'd rather have Landon back, to be honest. Credit card number. Thank you. I forgot. Where can I watch you online? I'm not saying copyright. Can't say it. Yeah, Daquan, Justin gets angry too fast. And, I mean, to be honest, and again, I need to do a video on that. Him and Jeffrey both have anger issues. Jeffrey is slow to anger, but he does have anger issues. And Justin just gets angry way too fast. He's way too possessive. No, we told Jim to give desk clerk his credit card number. Yeah, I need to actually go back and rewatch the episode because there was a lot of stuff that went down. Not the stuff that was in the episode preview, mind you, but a lot did. Cool kid, I will burn down this. Yeah, okay. All right, well, yeah, he did say that. I heard burn, but I didn't hear the other word. Because sometimes I'm not looking at the screen, so when they bleep out stuff, I don't notice it. Or when Candace was about to leave Erica's room the other night, she asked, do you want to stay here for old time's sake? And then Candace just looked at her. God, yeah, thank you. I forgot about those scenes. See, I feel like at that time, that was when Candace was starting to figure out that Erica was working with Warlock. Not to mention, it was in the wake of her son. So, yeah, Landon is about to make a play on Charles. So, yeah. Wait, didn't Candace tell Jeffrey that she had sex with like a dyke? Like it was somebody that was a basketball player or something back in high school? I could be wrong, but I think this is early season 3. Refresh my memory on that. But if she had sex with Erica, my God, wow. How could she not like that? Do you think Veronica will have Justin and Melissa killed? No. Melissa, no. She needs Melissa for the baby. Yeah, Terry, YouTube is tripping, but I'm afraid of saying that because I might get taken off. And this is what I do full time, so I need this money. That was when Candace was in a black dress. I will try to go back and watch those episodes just for those scenes. I will try to do that. So for everybody just tuning in, I gave the episode an 8.5 out of 10. I did enjoy it, so. No, Candace said a woman. That's it. Yeah. Again, forgive me if I'm wrong, but that was just like 2 or 3 seasons ago. I forgot. Veronica's going to get, committed to a hospital. You're hilarious and a great host. Thank you. What I would, I know this probably won't happen, but it would be really great. But it would be all. You don't have to do it, but it would be awesome if people can like tweet Tyler Perry about the channel to get his attention. I mean, it would be really interesting because I would love just to get a shout out from him to say, hey, great job. I don't need the recognition. It would be nice though, you know, because I love how the cast members are well aware of who I am. They've been following me since the blog, but it would be nice to know that in this corner of YouTube, Tyler Perry does have a channel that talks about his shows very thoroughly. Yeah, I did. Chelsea Norton. It was better than the premiere. This episode was definitely better than the premiere. Yeah, I don't know who Benny's lover is. I don't know who that woman is. I really wish Tyler Perry would have like a viewing party for the haves and the have-nots. I would love to be invited to that. Hey, Terry, yeah, Tyler. Hey, guys, all you got to do is if you follow Tyler Perry on Twitter, like send him a link to my channel. Like the more people do it, the more likely he is to see it. So that'll be pretty cool. Like, you know, just go to my channel, take a link, and just share it. I mean, you might think it's spam, but I mean, it's a legit channel. I feel like, you know, even though this channel doesn't have like 100,000 subscribers, it doesn't have like a million, like, you know, it doesn't have like a million subscribers or whatnot. I do try my best to put out quality work. I'm not just doing episode reviews, but I do like in-depth discussions about the show. So I feel like it's pretty good. And then the fact that we just crossed 16,000 subscribers, and I'm doing something right. So, what is Melissa doing in the What is Melissa doing to Veronica in the hospital? Harassing her, just like Veronica was harassing Melissa in the hospital. So yeah. Why did she say daughter-in-law? They're not married. How is she going to pull that off? I don't know. Maybe it's because they're engaged, beats me, but they're not. That's not her daughter-in-law yet. Yeah, you're my man. Justin is pushing. I feel like Justin is going to cause Jeffrey to snap. I can see that. Yeah, Sandra, a lot of people are saying that Tyler Perry is getting a bit unrealistic with the show. At first, it's kind of like, oh, okay. it does make sense that the life of the rich and the famous can go this way, but I do feel that the show is getting a bit real unrealistic. So I think Veronica killing him. If Justin finds out Veronica is alive, he's probably going to try to do something just because of the fact that he knows Veronica will come after him. Well, hey guys, I'm just putting in a link. That's my channel. I just put a link in the chat. So if you want to share my channel with Tyler Perry on Twitter, by all means, that would be pretty cool. I mean, if he like sends out a tweet, that will definitely give the channel some recognition to build the audience. I would really appreciate that. So the link's right there. I just put it in the live chat so you can copy, paste it. He's at Tyler Perry on Twitter, so thanks. Or just share the channel yourself on Facebook and whatnot. I would really appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah, Justin is really attached to Jeffrey, but there's no connection there in terms of Jeffrey. He's attracted. I mean, he gets turned on, it seems, but only when he's being pushed into a corner. So, and as Jeffrey's like, hey, you're married. So, yeah, Benny made a big mistake. I don't think Benny made a mistake saving Veronica because he was just being a good human being, saving a person in need. He didn't even know that was Veronica. Yeah, Jeffrey needs to start acting like Candace, who I believe Candace even gave him advice on how to treat Justin. So, but to be honest, he does need Justin while he's in jail. He's his only reason of getting by. But at the same time, he's not the one who's in control here. And Justin likes that because he's the one who's calling the shots. Yeah, Terry, just like Oprah would blow this channel up, I would really appreciate it. Oh, cool kid, thanks. Send it out after the live stream is done. And let me see if I can find it on Twitter real quick. Yeah, on Twitter, let me see if I get Tyler Perry's handle real quick. Yeah, I mean, Tyler Perry's Twitter handle is simply Tyler Perry. That's his Twitter handle. So if you sent him a link with my channel, he'll see it. So if you could do that, that would be great. On the next episode, Candace says, you don't know nothing about me. Yeah, she's your mother, so whatever, I don't care. I feel like in the next episode, Candace is going to show that letter from Quincy Jr. to Candace, and that's going to cause her to cry after she kicks him out of the room. Yeah, I agree. Is Benny slowly turning into Candace? They don't learn their lessons, and they only try to make fast cash. I do believe in some respects, he's becoming like it. Why does Tyler Perry put curse words in his show when he knows they're going to bleep him out? I don't know, but I find it hilarious. I don't find it funny when it's done every single episode. When it was done once in a blue moon, it was funny, but now it's kind of like, really? Like, if he ever puts the show out on DVD, will it be like the uncut version? Hey guys, keep the chats going. Come on now. What do you think Hannah's big secret is? That episode is called The Lion. It's called in episode 5. We gotta wait a couple more weeks. I don't know what that secret is. I really don't. Could it be Candace's father? Maybe. All right. Well, we're almost 40 minutes in, and I think it's time to bring it to a close. So guys, I actually did record about 7 or 8 have and have not videos in relation to Searching to a Mother's Love. I'll try to get them all posted before Tuesday night. But I want to thank everybody for joining in the live stream. I mean, we talked about the pains. We talked about the haves and the have-nots. So what I need to do now is I need to watch Black Lightning and see how that show is. So again, let me see if I can get my link to the channel. Just one moment. What if the handyman is Candace's father? I've heard that theory floating around, but I don't know how that would work because technically speaking, wouldn't it have to be somebody that Hannah already knew? I mean, possibly. Maybe it's somebody from her past that she doesn't remember. So. Alright, CW Flash fans, Hey guys, here is a link to my second YouTube channel. On this channel, I actually talk about anime, CW shows, Arrowverse. That channel needs some love. I only got about 34 subscribers. So guys, I just posted a link to my second YouTube channel. So I talk about all things like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, The Flash, comic books, and I will start talking about Black Lightning. So never been on Twitter. Okay. Well, again, Tyler Perry, at Tyler Perry, that's his Twitter. If you could send him a link to my channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. So we're going to close out tonight. I mean, it's been fun, 40 minutes long. I will definitely be doing an If Loving You Is Wrong stream tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Share it out there. I really want this channel to blow up over to this season of the Haves and the Have-Nots. So everybody be safe. The streets around here, the ice is finally melted, but be careful driving over the weekend. You know how Sunday drivers are. So again, everybody take care. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you again soon.